Here's a quick tip for your fuel-injected Ford truck. One of the things that I noticed a lot on vehicles is this right here. We have your double tubes that come up to here. A lot of times they get loose, and you watch over those and where it connects to the air filter. Make sure they're tight. But here's something that a lot of people don't realize. See all this white buildup, this stuff here? What that is that's powder. It's basically what you would, like rust. You know, steel, the rust is orange. Aluminum, the rust turns to white. Salt eats it up. And what happens is, going down the highway, the salt water comes through, or just even water comes through, and whips with the fan. This all gets all soaking wet in here, and it gets impermeated. And over time, it gets this white film on it, makes it expand and such, and then you end up air gaps get in there. It sucks in, and you're sucking straight air. And then you're sucking all the dirt and salt and junk right into your motor. That'll make a big difference on it. You want to look at your rubber tubes. You can see how they are. And clean this up with a wire brush. Take a little of this Never Seas and just lightly grease this here. And you could even just give a touch on this down in here on this tube. And it'll stop this from happening. Clamp it down tight. You should be fine. It's not going to slip over this air vent tube. Your PCV valve sucks on one side of the motor, and it comes from this side, and it's get the hot air out of your motor. Where this clips to, you have a little rubber O-ring. Make sure that's in good shape. And this clip rusts, so watch over that. Give it a little dot of trans fluid or some kind of oil or something to stop it from rusting, and make sure that this is connected on properly. And this tube, this is very important. Otherwise, you're sucking sand right into your motor. When installing the air breather tube onto the filter housing, put a little wire tie right around those metal clips. This way, this thing is vibrating going down the road. It's not going to fall off. Another one is get this screen, 1/4-inch screen, and you just trim it. Let's see if we can't get that to stay right there. Hey, look at that. Cut it so the nibs stick up. Tuck it underneath. What I do is I cut it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some nibs on the bottom. So you're looking at 1 1/4 plus nibs, 1 1/2 in total. What this is going to do, it's going to deter the mice from getting in. It's not going to restrict airflow, but the fact of the matter is, if you live where I live, you get field mice. And what do? They get in, and they set up camp in your air filter. So, if you can get that in there like that, that'll help you. Also, if a vehicle sits for quite some time, you might want to do the same thing to your tailpipe. Otherwise, they're going to set up camp in your muffler. Hope it helps.